So here we are at the start of level 2. And episode 2, of course. Because it's going to mess with my head. This whole idea of doing let's play in the form of a long play. No save option is great, right? Yeah. Totally great. As before, we drop weapons to unload the ammo, and I am going to keep the second shotgun on me. Because I'm hoping to upgrade it fairly quickly to a double shotgun. Yes, double shotgun is still a thing. It's always a thing. Yeah, rather psychotic. Yeah, self-evolving AI, contact with an alien supermolecule. Totally good idea, right? Yeah. Stop dodging and tap dancing with me. Kill ethically. Yeah. Yeah. Because, I don't know, shoving zombies at people is totally killing them in an ethical manner. And as before, enemies do have a chance of dropping canned meat, or at least some of them do. Cabinets marked on map. A rather large corridor. I kind of don't want to go there quite yet, do I? I have my plans how I want to deal with the corridor, but first I need to find something else to do with the corridor. More ammo is always a nice thing to see. Yay, a nail gun! Actually quite a good weapon, isn't it? Alright, so, now for one of the another big difference between the original and Daimor Edition. With Teleglitch Daimor Edition, the thing to note about the room to unlock the gate in level 2, the ambush is far less far less subtle, that's the word I'm looking for. As a result of that, it loses some of its effectiveness because you just instantly get ambushed by the creatures as opposed to getting ambushed by them on the way out. You see that? We're in a blissful situation compared to Daimor Edition. But it quickly turns from blissful to hell. You see the power of the nail gun when it isn't held back by something arbitrary like a fire rate limiter? Yep, that's all the nasties dealt with. But yes, did indeed succeed in doing what I had planned to do, so now we can officially enter the corridor of fun times. I'm going to take a moment to organize my inventory a bit more, however. We're about to have fun. So the idea behind the corridor, at least this section, let's gather up ourselves a big crowd. The bigger your crowd, the more fun you have. Also attempt to lure enemies into the anomaly to kill them. That's one other method of having fun. Oh, a method of having fun? Double check where you're going so that you don't end up running into a corridor. While also taking note of a secret you just went past. Yes. White. Come on, the more the merrier, guys. Come on, guys, we need all the guys we can grab into a big pile. Now this is what I call an army. Of dead things. So, you having fun yet? I know this guy isn't. I know these guys aren't having fun. That is the Mordakai way of having fun with this area. And now we get to backtrack through the corridor, collect secrets, and continue exploring. I will admit, however, it is somewhat cathartic to just have an army of enemies chasing you that you just blow away instantly with explosives. Now we can combine our two shotguns to make double shotgun. You may have also noticed that I do indeed like dropping my weapons and picking them back up again. I've got before crafting with them. The original version contained a bug where if you craft anything that involves a gun and the gun still has ammo in it, you lose the ammo in that gun. But this does allow for one other very cool feature that was sadly removed in the Daimor edition, which I will explain when it becomes relevant, although that won't happen until the next episode, unfortunately, due to the nature of this feature. Yeah, that sounds about right. Also, another difference I will mention is that in the original, you can make Panzerfaust using tubes as opposed to 2 empty cans. And it's significant because in Daimor edition you can't. Yeah, theoretically impossible. Try telling that to the guy who's running through a facility because of this alien supermolecule in the first place. Yeah. Yeah. Also, we get enemies rising out of the ground. Alright, now's a good time to actually use some medikits. Fortunately, no more zombies should emerge from the ground. Why did you have to prove me wrong? Now I have to kill you. which is gonna kill you regardless of whether you came out of the ground or not. Could have at least not come out of the ground in the first place. Things we have to do for survival. Yep, enemies still hit really hard. Merely trying to get to the terminal to read what's on there. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, so do I. I have a bad feeling about this. Only because I know what's ahead. What's ahead isn't exactly what I'd call friendly. Come to that when and as it becomes relevant. Even ammo from secrets is helpful. Just double checking the storage crate. I did indeed grab it. I do indeed have to keep double checking because the map does not remove the marker for the storage crates like it does in Daimor Edition. Box. Nothing else in this room. Except zombies waiting to rise out of the ground, but... of course, we continue our explorations and finding secrets. What awesome secrets will we find? Full inventory. Now, of course, drop the weapon, pick it back up again. I got a drum magazine for our assault rifle. Of course, now is a good time to get hit in the head. But no, now's a good time to get the detector. Develop the need for a detector, so detect we shall. Now, unfortunately, this is another kind of disappointment coming back to the original from Daimor Edition. Where Daimor Edition gives you an upgraded detector that you can craft called the EM detector. The original doesn't have that. You see, with Teleglitch Daimor Edition, we get the option to upgrade our detector into an EM detector, which is a direct upgrade to the detector itself. It functions in the exact same way as a detector in that it will detect traps, but will also give us the equivalent of wall hacks. This, naturally, makes surviving in Teleglitch Daimor Edition once you have the EM detector even easier. I will say that I do like this area. Nice and full of vegetation. Want to be a bit... I don't exactly have a meat trap. I could make one, but it wouldn't exactly be effective use of resources. Thinking what little resources you have last for as long as possible is absolutely vital. Speaking of making our resources last longer, make ourselves the tri-nail gun. Now, a big difference is that another big difference between Dimore Edition and this. Nail gun has to be upgraded one tube at a time, but here we don't. It's much more effective at killing things. I highly recommend grabbing the tri-nail gun early on. On the lookout for more nail boxes, of course. At the very least, I will make a meat trap. That will allow me to condense at least some parts of my inventory. Of course, we're at the end of level 2. Nearly. I want to double check everything. Sure that we didn't miss anything. Such as secrets, because they also contain such awesome gear. And we haven't missed anything. Like in Dimore Edition, looking at the map is a very good way to find out if you have missed any secrets. Look for thinner walls segments. Chaos Fury! Yeah, that can happen. Well, that sounds like as good a plan as any. And here we are at the end of level 2. Next up is level 3, and the end of this recording stint. Level 3, folks. Facility support systems. In the next episode.